Hey guys, so I'm gonna try and be fast, quick, and just say what I need to say because my family's in the living room and uh, it's just awkward because I don't know how YouTube. And I'm gonna talk about a serious topic. May not affect me personally yet, but I know it's a problem. I know friends of friends, co-workers, potentially even family, and I don't even know about it. But meth seems to be a problem especially nowadays. I mean, it's just so common, and I feel like people don't talk about it enough. And I want to shed some light to it and give it a platform because no matter if you're an addict or whatever illness you may have, um, whether cancer or mental illness or addiction or bipolar or whatever it may be, you still need to be loved and to be part of society and part of something because you're human and you deserve that. You have that right to have at least a loving family or a loving family member or somebody to love you. So, I just want to speak about that because it is a serious thing. And if you're not an addict, somebody you may know is an addict, or somebody that you may somebody may know is an addict. Um, and I know I've heard of a lot of people that I work with like that kicked out their kids or their friends have somebody that they, know that uses meth or they have used meth. And if you have control of it, I can't say, don't do it. It's terrible. That's not my place. Um, but we have all grown up from elementary school to middle school to high school. Drugs are bad. Don't do it because once you're hooked, you're most likely going to end up either losing control and ending up doing something even harder, like the harder drugs. And once you're hooked, it's like nearly impossible to get off. And a lot of people go off the deep end and end up homeless or in shelters or in mental facilities or whatever it may be. And it's not always because, you know, they chose to. Sometimes it just happens. Every homeless person has a story. Some people want to be homeless. Some people like that freedom. Some people just had the misfortune of losing their homes. It could happen to anybody. It could happen to me. It could happen to a neighbor. So I just try my hardest to always um, never judge and give if I have money and food if I can. But I could always do more. That's just how I feel and how I think. Other people think differently. Every situation of every human is different, but we're all human. How different can we be? Not much, right? So I just wanted to shed light on drug addiction, addiction itself. Um, we all have something that we're addicted to, and for me, it's energy drinks. For other people, it could be porn or um, sex or drugs or whatever it may be. We all need something. We all have something. Some people it may be God. Some people it may be food. Some people it may be other stuff. I can sit out here all day and talk about it. It's just something that we all. Oh, sugar. Sugar is a big thing. Um, it's just something you we can't avoid. It's just part of human. It's part of society, human nature, society, and just want to talk about it. It's something very important that we need to discuss and need to be aware of. And I want to give you guys some space to do it. I feel like I'm repeating myself. So if you're addicted to anything or want to talk about anything, want to come on here, want to support it, don't want to support it, think I'm evil, think this is all, you don't understand it, don't want anything to do with it, I get it. But, you know, if I want to talk about drugs and people being addicted to stuff, then I'm gonna do so. Or if somebody wants to come on here and do so, they can. I'm not saying I'm for it or support it or anything like that. It's just I want to be open minded and learn about humans and their mind and entertain people along the way with whatever it may be. Like it could be from a Christmas present you got one day to a birthday present you got one day and it changed your life. It could be how much you love music or how much you love God or how much you love your family. It could be anything small, little, big, huge. I want to hear about it. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about coffee. I want to talk about energy drinks. I want to talk about your dog. I want to talk about anything, shoes, style, makeup. Even though I hate makeup, I want to hear about it. I want to listen to it. I want to get to know you. I want people to get to know you. I want a community of dreamers, believers, achievers, and people that want to work with each other and be poetic, be romantic, be a writer, be a listener, be whatever it is you want to be, man. Traveler, lover, fighter, whatever. As long as it doesn't hurt anyone or bring shame or anything like that, I'm all for it. Like, there's no need for me to be close minded and have strong opinions about people and things. I just want to entertain, want to get to know anything and everything from God to aliens to the devil to anything. Like, I want to hear it. I want to know what you're special, what you could bring to this planet. It may be the only thing that, the only opportunity you get. It might inspire you to make your own channel. But all in all, I just, just want to welcome you guys to this channel. This is the platform, and I'm an artist, and I like to entertain, and I want to have a lot of amazing people on, as long as, the coronavirus is over, and you're down with it, and I'm down with it, because I don't want to force anything upon you guys, but yeah, so, like I said, is it wrong to walk away from a family member if they're drug addicts? Is it wrong to walk away from a friend? Whose responsibility is it to help them? Or do we even have to help them? Is it just something that happens to them? Is it something they chose to and they're off on their own? Would you want help if something bad happened to you? If you went the wrong path in life? Would you want to get a second chance? Would you want to be loved? What would you do if somebody you loved just isn't there mentally anymore, or is addicted and can't get off it? Do you walk away, or do you just love them? Do you just never give up on them? Or do you give up on them because it's just too much? They're too far gone. Nothing works. Nothing helps them. They don't want to get help. What do you do in those instances? What is the right thing to do? Does anybody have the right answer? Or does it depend on the situation? What is okay and what isn't? And who gets to deem that? And is it extremely bad to struggle, to suffer, to have pain? Or is it just part of our existence? Anyway, don't be scared to dive in harder with me. And let's talk about these topics that people don't want to talk about, don't want to hear. Because somebody has to. And I'm willing to give you the opportunity. And I'm willing to give myself the opportunity. So if you're with it, subscribe, like, tell me you want to be in the platform, or tell me something you want me to talk about, or just answer some of the questions I put up. Addiction, Anything can happen to you, to your family, to your friends, to somebody you know, to a coworker. We're all in this together. We're all slaves to something, if not many things. Thankfully for me personally, I could say I never mess with drugs. I drink beer here and there and try to smoke weed, but I just don't like it. And if you do so, you do you. As long as you're not hurting anybody, I'm okay with it. I'm not saying that I'm personally okay with it, but does it matter how I feel, what I think at the end of the day? Maybe, maybe not. I am more interested in hearing what you have to say. Have a good night. Thank you for watching and supporting me. Peace.